I like the new lighting setup. Looks good. I should actually do a quick video at some point for the new setup. I'm really happy with it. Turns out selling your soul for corporate greed kind of pays off as long as you get paid for it and you can afford to buy cool stuff. I know not everybody has the privilege of doing that, but if you do, it's kind of cool. You just need to waste a lot of time and energy and mental health on work and capitalism, and then you can buy some nice, cool little gadgets that you can use in your minimum spare time that you have left in your life. I don't know how it's gonna work out. Anyway, I guess we're just enjoying late stage capitalism as much as we can, right? And then see where it leads us. Because honestly, this is like from a humanity perspective kind of point. I don't think we're doing so well, folks. I don't think we're doing so well. I don't think this is going in the direction we want to see it to go, right? This is not the pinnacle of creation. This is, man, this is dark times. All over, honestly, all fucking over. Fucking America. Up here, like they're on the leaderboard, on the Dark Times leaderboard right now, right? Followed up closely by a lot of European countries. Some of them Eastern, like Hungary, right? Then you got the folks in the UK with their Supreme Court announcement earlier this week, funded by the main wizard turf lady who shall not be named. We've got German conservatives trying to prepare to get into coalitions with the Nazi party here in Germany. So yeah, overall bad people preparing for dark times. This is, I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know. So I'm kind of torn in between, okay, let's have some good times and see how long we can endure this. We can enjoy this. And now we gotta actively stand against that. It's like depends on my energy levels, but mostly I think we gotta stand against that. So yeah, I don't know how yet. Honestly, it's my first time as well, right? I've never had to think about, let's be honest. If you're in the privileged position to be a 46-year-old white dude, hetero, cis, yeah, I got a bit of a migrant migration background in Germany. I was not born German, but I'm pretty white as far as you can see. So on my privileged bucket list, I'm pretty okay. I'm doing good, So a lot of us are like, oh my God, this is a first for us. What do we do now? How do we actually counteract that? How do we get active? And honestly, I don't know. I think it's about being active in communities, about being active in politics. It's about if you got money, just throw money at the problem. Honestly, if you're rich and you got the funding, just throw money at the problem. Look at fucking J.K. Rowling throwing money at her problem, right? If I had that money and I was on the opposite side, I would do the same thing, right? left and right to whatever's worth it. I do that sometimes because, again, I have enough money and not everything goes into buying gadgets, right? But yeah. I don't have an action plan. I discuss it a lot with friends, see what they're doing, how they're getting active, what they're doing to forward, like, leftist, democratic. I wouldn't even say leftist. Fuck that. Democratic movements. We're not talking about left or right. We're talking about fascism versus democracy, right? So, yeah. If you have any ideas what to do to support democratic movements and forward those ideas and fund them and spend a little time doing that, then I think you're on a good way, right? Because honestly, we can't leave that to the marginalized people, right? They've been doing that for their whole lives. They've basically starting the whole race with a handicap, right? So it's unfair. Like, that's what I think. It's just unfair. So I think it's our, how do you say that? Obligation, responsibility, I guess. To not be the last ones to wake up and go, oh shit, I didn't realize that. When was that shit happening? It's happening right now. Anyways, yeah, that was a downer. But we also played some video games this week, which is good, right? Escapism is good. Taking care of yourself is good. If you can do that, please do that in any way possible. Eat the good food, play the good games, meet the nice people, read the good book, whatever it is you need to do, do it. Honestly, nobody's going to give you a trophy for not doing it. So take care of yourself. Do whatever you need to do. I played some video games this week. What did I play? So first and foremost, I finished South of Midnight. Around 14-ish hours probably. Beautiful game. Currently, probably from an objective perspective, my favorite game in 2025 so far, even though it was so short and it had some drawbacks. I think it is my favorite game of 2025 so far because of the story and of how much that story and that amount of storytelling and representation I feel matters right now. Because these are stories by marginalized people, about marginalized people, right? And the more other folks start yelling about DEI and wokeism and shit, the more we're gonna need these stories. And South of Midnight is a beautiful example of a story about being black in America, I guess, about being black and south of America also. I'm not from America, so I cannot vouch for how valid this representation is, but I liked it a lot. I also like this intermingling of, not sure how well I'm doing with the microphone here, folks. Give me a second. I also think I very much like this intermingling of folklore and like contemporary world, real life, real existence. I like that a lot, and I think they did it beautifully. I have no knowledge about the Southern lore, but it felt very well executed, very beautiful. I loved everything about the narrative and the stories it tells. I like the themes because we're talking about themes of family, about healing, about hurt and what hurt people do to other people, generational trauma. I think this has been done very well and it didn't even feel heavy, honestly, right? It didn't even feel like, there's a lot to ponder upon, right? Didn't feel that way. I think it was very well executed. The visuals are absolutely stunning. I love the visual style. It's that Tim Burton-esque kind of visuals, but in a very lovingly crafted kind of way, and very 2025. So that is beautiful. I love the animations. There's a lot of thought that's gone into the animations, especially the movement of the first character, the first player character, right? That's great. And the music is fantastic. Also, they've just announced yesterday, I saw that the music is basically free to use for everybody who wants to use it in their streams, in their podcasts, or whatever you want to use their music. It's free to use. So that's pretty cool in my book, right? That's a pretty awesome move from these people. So if you want to have a look at this game, have a look at it. It's on Game Pass right now, Xbox and PC, of course. So it's free to pick up if you have Game Pass. And I can only recommend it. It's fantastic. It's just 14 to 20 hours maybe. Gameplay is not groundbreaking. It's not spectacular. If you're looking for a game that does something completely new in the action RPG genre, this is not it. This is very run-of-the-mill. This is jumping, wall running, double jumping, gliding through the air. Pretty solidly executed. Again, I'm saying that often. A bit glitchy at times regarding the camera. I had some problem with the camera position at times, which could actually been me. But yeah, very, very well done. Beautiful story. Fantastic wrap up and ending. So can only recommend. I've also picked up Eternal Strands again because Eternal Strands has received free DLC as of yesterday or the day before yesterday, I think. And I've done a stream of Eternal Strands when it was first released, and I quite liked it. It has a lot of quirky fantasy characters that look like your normal D&D group, like a horny tiefling and a big furry guy and a stout female dwarf who's also kind of hot, you know, and in the dwarven hot way. So they're all there. The game has some pretty cool gameplay, but I kind of fell off it. I don't know what game came along. I think I played a lot of Final Fantasy XIV, so I kind of fell off. The gameplay loop didn't grip me that much, and I deinstalled it. So I went back now with the free DLC a couple of days ago, right after finishing South of Midnight, and I am enjoying myself a lot right now. Is pretty cool. I don't know if they did a lot of patches regarding the gameplay and the combat, but it feels a bit more refined and snappy. I'm still having problems pulling some of the things off that the magic mechanisms kind of expect you to do with the kinetic jumps and stuff like that. I'm bad at pulling that off, but I'm enjoying the gameplay loop. I'm enjoying the grind, like getting into towns, grinding stuff, refining your armor, going back in, killing some of the big guys, following the story. Maybe it feels a bit like an alternative to Monster Hunter Wilds right now, because I can't play that on PC. I'm not gonna buy it again for PS5, so this game is on hold for me right now. And this is the closest thing that comes to a Monster Hunter game in terms of gameplay loop. It's much, much smaller, of course. There's no online multiplayer component to it, but the whole exploration, grinding, killing big monsters kind of situation feels pretty good. The story is nice. The characters are cute. I like them a lot. They're really, really cute, relatable fantasy characters, a little quirky. There's an elf with anxiety, who I think I'm not 100% sure if I can romance her, but it feels a bit like I should be able to romance her, but I've not reached that point yet. So I'm not sure what's going to happen there, but I'd be super hyped and excited if I was able to romance her. So right now, that gameplay loop works a lot for me. That game works a lot for me. I'm definitely going to finish it before picking up something new. Then I'm going to tell everyone a little bit more about it. What else came out game-wise? Unbreakable released a demo. No, sorry, Unbeatable released a demo today that I haven't looked into yet because I hadn't had the time. There's a lot of I've been playing a lot of video games, folks. So Unbeatable released a demo today. I didn't know this game existed before today, but it's a rhythm game. I love rhythm games, although I'm really, really bad at them. And this looks like a really beautiful rhythm game. You can beat up cops, which is good, I guess, right? I wouldn't say it's always good to be able to do that, but you know. Apparently you play in a world where music is illegal, so I guess it's okay to beat up cops if, you know, you need to play music. It feels kind of punk rock, very Scott Pilgrim-esque in his visuals, right? Like punk rock meets anime meets pink hair kind of visuals. I just looked into it for like 5 minutes and then realized that I would have to devote a lot of time into getting the mechanics right. And I didn't have that time, so I put it on hold. I'm gonna finish Eternal Strands and then come back to it. On top of that, I've put The Darkest Files and the first game from Paint Bucket Studios on my to-do list in case I have some time, because I wanted to play those maybe on stream. And we're still looking at that will be next week, I think, at Clair Obscur Expedition 33 releasing on 24th or 28th of April. So there's still a lot going on game-wise right now. Yeah, I think that sums it up mostly. I think from a streaming schedule perspective, I think I want to keep the Final Fantasy Friday stream. I might try and play some Clair Obscur. I don't know whether I'm going to do that on stream or not. But this is definitely something I would like to look into. I haven't finished Metaphor of Fandasio yet, so I'm a feel a bit guilty, honestly, for not doing that, but it is what it is. So yeah, this is what you can expect in the next couple of weeks. The good news is we're gonna have some holidays in Berlin. So the next couple of weeks we're mostly having 4-day work weeks because of the 1st of May being a holiday in Germany and the 8th of May being a holiday in Berlin. So maybe I'm thinking we can get in a little bit more streaming or content than usual. We'll see how that goes. I don't know currently, but not promising anything, just, you know, dangling it in front of you and then see how that goes. But I think we can, we can safely start playing some Final Fantasy XIV right now, right? So this is where we're at. last we left off, I have no idea. I think we were going to attack Castrum, the other Castrum, the bad guy's Castrum, I think. But I don't remember. We're going to find out. One thing I'm going to mention to you, though, is we've been able to level Paladin to level 61, which is pretty amazing. Because that means that we can continue Stormblood both with the Paladin and with the White Mage and Scholar. And since Scholar and White Mage are already 67 and 64, we can continue the MSQ with Paladin, level up Paladin as we go. Because, yeah, I was hoping on playing tank a little bit more. And Paladin is the only tank I currently have. So, yeah, I was getting a little bit more comfortable with the tank. And maybe we can even do some of the Stormblood duties with a tank. I don't know how that's going to work out for my anxiety. But we can try. So let's see what Pippin has for us, right? Thank you for volunteering to join me. This should be a fairly straightforward reconnaissance mission. This sounds like famous last words, right? So long as we do not have the ill fortune to run afoul of an Imperial patrol. All right, Pippin. So where are we going, buddy? Show me. Oh man, okay, this is gotta travel. You gotta do some traveling here. The Pike Falls, okay. Yeah. Now the problem I'm gonna have is that of course everything here is just gonna auto attack me because I'm level 61. But we're just gonna ignore them, right? So the general plan was to continue the MSQ and level Paladin a little bit more. Because I think these mounts drive me nuts, by the way, folks. Let me just quickly say something here, and this might be controversial opinion, but the only mount I need is Chocobo. Maybe I need a Chocobo in different colors, but honestly I don't want any other mount in Final Fantasy XIV other than a Chocobo. Sorry, that's all I need. Maybe I want a black Chocobo at some point. Maybe I want a pink Chocobo, but anything other than a Chocobo? I don't know, man. I mean, you do you, right? I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not. It's okay. But being able to ride a Chocobo and not doing that, that's just... Man, what are you even doing? Why are you even playing Final Fantasy if you're not riding a Chocobo? Oh shit, sorry. I think I should switch the F and G actions on my hotkeys. Because, yeah, F is... I think F is easier to reach for me, and then, yeah. I received some new abilities, and I'm struggling. This ought to be close enough. Now we settle in for a long watch. That said, it would be prudent to keep our weapons at ready in the event a passing patrol stumbles upon us, or worse. Alright. Uh-oh, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is suggested that we It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Let's go, man. Cutscene time.
Excellent. The disposition of the Imperial forces is exactly as expected. I will notify Father. Cannon fire! Where did it come from?
Is that the helmet you're wearing, buddy?
Smoke! There! Is that... Oh, gods, it's Relga's Reach.
Oh, no. Seriously? That
It's no
sucks.
use. I think someone's jamming our communications.
You don't think... Could this be part of a coordinated attack?
Too early to draw conclusions. We must abort the assault and return to the Reach at once.
Oh no. It's what do they call? What's their names? Shit. Really, you?
Forward! Forward! Give them no quarter!
What's her problem? What's the matter with her?
You! Traitor! Kinslayer!
You're no kin of mine! Mefred! He'll take you!
Oh no, not him.
Well, well. Stand aside, pilot.
Have a care, my lord. She's not like the others.
Do not disappoint me, girl, or I will kill you.
What the fuck is that, man?
Seven hells! It's him! It's Xenos!
Fuck.
The Viceroy! Oh, you are a dead man!
All these, come on, man.
So spirited, and yet so empty.
What kind of scabbard is that, man? Can you tell me about that scabbard and the 3 swords you're carrying? That's just... Oh, Stola, please don't, girl.
A magical barrier. Alas. It will not save you.
Come on, guys, you can't be doing that to me.
longer! Hold the line!
Jeez Louise, folks. I mean, Mefrit, sure, we only just, you know, got accustomed to him, and I wouldn't say I'm like emotionally connected to him, but Stola? You kidding me, folks? Fuck.
Kryl!
Alphino!
We saw the smoke and thought we heard explosions. Are we under attack?
The Imperials were all over us before we realized what was happening. No one knew where to run or what to do. It was chaos. Lise and Master Kemp rallied the guards and bought us enough time to get some of the wounded to safety, but I haven't seen either of them since.
Confound it! If we lose the Reach, this will all have been for naught.
Arenvold, can you escort these people to the wall?
Aye, sir.
We're not gonna let that stand, are we?
Our place is at the Reach. We must offer such aid and succor as we are able. Saving lives is now our paramount concern.
If we can hold back the Imperials until Father sends reinforcements, we may yet turn the tide.
I'll join you. I've done all I can for these people, and you'll be crying out for a healer in there.
I fear you're right. Come, there is no time to lose.
I did not expect this, folks. Jeez. Oh man. All right, let's get going. Oh, okay, there's a lot going on here.
It's all over now.
Okay, fine. Come on, buddy. Come here. That's just... Imperials came from nowhere, started cutting people down left and right. Reinforcements on the way. Spread the word. We should keep moving. This feels... I like how they improve upon the way they structure these duties and levels, right? Come on. Yeah, come on. I can tank those. Right. Honestly, this is also the main reason I wanted to level up tank, because I thought in some of those combat heavier duties it might be nice to actually be playing tank. Here you go. There's another one here. I love the moody weather with the lightning.
For the glory of the flames!
We're gonna find Ishtola lying on the ground, and I'm gonna be so mad about that. Here you go, come on. Yeah, hit me with your best shot, guys. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. They took Lee's and the others deeper inside. Okay. There she is. That's her, right? Come here. You aggro at me as well, please. Yeah. Having clemency on the paladin is so nice. That's so good. That's such a big heal that you can just pull out and use in a single player occasion. That's just man, so good.
What took you so long? Alpha, no, I need your help.
Come on, guys. Get our girl back on her feet.
My lord, the prisoners.
See to your men, Pylus.
Can I whoop his butt now, please?
As you command, my lord.
Your friends were a disappointment. But you will entertain me, will you not?
I can entertain you. Let's go, buddy. Let's dance.
Be gone!
Whoa, what was that? That was... Okay, is that...
Give me something to
Are you telling me this is a combat I can't... I hate it when Final Fantasy does that. Shit. Every now and then, Final Fantasy confronts you with a combat that you can't win. Come on. Nah, this is unwinnable. I mean, look at his HP. It already feels very unwinnable. Man. Oh, there's nothing happening here, right? Yeah, okay, now you're just making shit up. Now you're just making random shit up, Xenos. Oh, man. Yeah, there's nothing we can do here, right? Nah, this HP bar isn't even moving. Look at it. Look at him. Yeah, you're doing it. Okay, I'm so happy for you, buddy. Shit. Can I get another heal? I mean, I don't know how long I can do this, but okay, come on. Oh man, this. Okay, what ends now? Tell me what ends now. Come on. Oh shit. Cutscene. All right. Okay, we never had a chance. We were never supposed to win this fight. I hate it when games do that. I hate it. I take that personally.
Pathetic.
We're gonna meet again, buddy. I know I'm saying that with 0 HP lying on the ground, but we're gonna meet again.
Seven hells.
Not even Raban
Shall we give chase,
dares
General?
to attack him.
Nay, there has been enough death this day. See to the wounded.
Aye, sir.
You all right, lad?
No, I'm not, man. I think my pride might have taken a knock. Well enough. Next time he will pay.
Aye, do not doubt it.
From a story perspective, this is interesting because we've just reached the point where Rhalga's Reach was willing to join the resistance. And now immediately they've paid the price, right?
Don't you die on me, Ashola! Hold on!
And so did we, apparently.
Don't worry, it's going to be all right. Alphino, Master Kemp is all yours.
Understood.
Don't just stand there gawping. Hold her down while I work. The worst is past, but without the proper facilities, I can do no more.
Master Kemp too would be better served in the infirmary. Let us take them there without delay.
Give us a hand, would you, Lise? Of course. I know you must be exhausted, but there will be others who need our help. Leave these two to us and look to the other wounded.
Man. You did well. You saved lives. No matter what happened, remember that. That's also a nice quote. That's a super nice quote. Now, let's do what we can for the wounded. Every minute counts. The haunted look in Raban's eyes speak volumes. See to the wounded. If they live, help them. If not, move on. This got grim really fast, folks. Holy moly. Oh no, is it Mefrid? Mefrid lies motionless, having breathed his last. Clenched in his fist is a small charm, which you take for safekeeping. It was already cold when I got to him. There was naught I could do. That charm must have been important. You'd best take it to Conrad. This is... He's dead, isn't he? Mefrid was a warrior. Not a warrior, but a warrior. Always thinking about others before himself. He once had an Imperial patrol chase him nigh on 20 miles so that his wounded would have time to escape. His comrades loved him for it, of course, though that only made him worry more. Did you know that he sent his men in Quarry Mill away because he thought they were fighting for him and not the cause? Well, he did. The only life he was willing to risk was his own, you see. That's exactly the kind of man who should be a leader. The kind of man who deserves to survive. Not an old fool who's all used up. There's no logic to it, Master Kemp. There never is. Who stands, who falls, in the heat of battle, we can but do our best, as he did. Mefrid will sorely be missed, aye, but because of his sacrifice, many now live who otherwise would not, and they need us, now more than ever. Aye. That they do, forgive me. I had high hopes for him is all. Okay. Tell me, Pippin. What are we gonna do now? Our defeat was no near thing. It was a total humiliation. We were powerless to withstand our enemy's assault, but we cannot afford to dwell on our failure. As Alphanor said, it is those who've survived whom we must think of now. Ralga's reach is no longer safe. The Imperials have withdrawn, but they could return at any time to finish what they began. We dare not remain here. Those who are not fit to make the journey to Castrum Oriens will need to be taken by chocobo carriage. Agreed? Good. I shall oversee preparations for the carriages. In the meantime, I would have you scour the infirmary for any supplies that might prove useful during the journey. Jeez Louise. Hey, Doctor. Also, this is a pretty cool outfit for a doctor, right? This is pretty awesome. Sorry. Just, you know, checking for glamours. Forgive me, but it is imperative that I continue preparing medicines for the wounded. If you desire treatment, I must ask you seek it elsewhere. No, I'm just gonna go and help, man. Oh, I see. In that case, you are free to search the barber and take that which you require. I would not have our people dying en route. I would assist you, but this process demands my undivided attention. Okay, where are we going? Where are we going? We're gonna pick up some medical supplies. Some more medical supplies here. And then there's some more here in the back. Oh man. This got very grim very fast, folks. What can I say? It is what it is. Sir, Marshal Terrapin said you might have something for me. Yep. 12 be praised. This should put the driver's heart at ease. Tell the Vice Marshal we await his orders. Pistola and the others are safely strapped in, don't worry. I'll be by her side the entire time. Thank you, Kryle. I'll walk alongside. They'll need protection in case the Garleans try anything. Hang on. You're injured too, aren't you? Shouldn't you be in one of those carriages? I'm not so frail that I can't make the trip on my own. Besides, there's still work to be done here. I'll see you at the wall when it's finished. As you wish. Then let us set forth at once. We shall move as quickly as our comrade's health allows. To Castrum Oriens. Damn. What is it, Conrad? Some Heaven's Eye materia. Conrad is a man struggling to cope with the bitter reality. You saved a good many of my men, and I cannot thank you enough for that. But the fact remains, our forces were decimated. In this state, we'll not be mounting an assault on Castellum Velodina or anywhere else. We need to be honest with ourselves about our prospects. But first, we need to put our affairs here in order. Afterwards, I'll join you at Castrum Oriens. Understood. We'll go and speak with General Aldin. Damn. We don't look too good, do we? What kind of a... Let's just quickly have a look here. I just want to know what... Oh, Disciple of the Hand or Land. What is it? Give me a second here. What is she doing here? With your skills, you would be great help for us. And of course, if you have any collectibles, I'd be happy to take them off your hands in exchange for scripts. Okay. So is that a quest or something? No. Anyway, I think that was it. I think that was it. On a separate note, I am well aware that patch 8 of Baldur's Gate 3 released this week as well. And I was thinking really hard of reinstalling that 150 gigabyte monstrosity and give it another go because I've only finished it twice so far, right? And I think I've decided against it because currently I still have that Pillars of Eternity 2 playthrough going on that I actually want to finish. And well, I don't have time to do another playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3, I think. But let's see how it goes. I see a lot of folks currently replaying it and having a lot of fun with it, so I might change my mind. Pippin has already departed with the wounded, has he? Good. We have completed our search of the Reach and the surrounding area. As far as we can tell, Xenos and his men returned straight away to Specula Imperatoris after quitting this place. Okay. Would seem he lost interest in us. That's good, right? Which brings us to the most troubling question of all. Not how he found us, but why he chose to spare our lives having done so. In a war, you kill, capture, or capture your enemy. You don't leave him to fight another day. Only a fool would turn his back and walk away. But Xenos is no fool. Whatever his motive, this is neither the time nor the place to think on it. I will leave a token force to watch over the Reach. The rest will fall back to Castrum Orients. We can discuss our path forward there. Damn, folks. They really showed us. I would have been really, really mad if Ishtola had died. Honestly. Unacceptable. She still hasn't woken up, but Kryl says she's through the worst. Given the severity of her wound, we could have hoped for no more. Let us pray she makes a full recovery. We lost a lot of good people, didn't we? I think that was the wrong tone for reading that. We lost a lot of good people, didn't we? We saw it happen when that Skulls commander cut down Mefrit. A single blow and that was it. Everything he fought for, all his hopes and dreams for the future, gone in one instant. Do you want to know what the worst part is? It wasn't a Garlean who did it. It wasn't Ala Mhigan. Gods help me if I ever... No, not now. Not while the general's waiting. Holy... She's only gonna become angrier before she's gonna get any better, right?
Were it not for the swift actions of the...
Oh, sorry.
There is no need for thanks. We are allies, are we not?
Aye, just so. Let us not dwell on this tragedy, but look to the future.
The future? I'm sorry, General, but there is no future for us. We've lost too many. Gods, I can still see Mefrid with that woman standing over him. They've ripped the heart out of his general. They've broken us. Our fight is over.
Master Kemp, please.
I'll always hate them with every fiber of my being. For what they took from us then and now. Our homeland, our freedom, our bloody children.
You mean the Skulls? The youths who fight for Xenos?
Grania Lupi, the Black Wolf's legacy and our shame. A unit made up of children born to Ala Mhigan dignitaries who came of age during the occupation. Sons and daughters of Gir Abania, raised to be proud citizens of the Empire, with all the rights and responsibilities that entails.
That's politically smart, but also dick move.
To curse them and call them traitors. But they're our children. Our flesh and blood. If the only way to forge the future we want is to cut down our own, then...
Then what was it all for?
Nargo?
What will you say to the families of the fallen? To the mothers, and the widows, and the orphans? Will you tell them it was all for nothing?
I like her a lot.
Listen to the girl. We dare not suffer our comrades' sacrifices to have been in vain. Now is the time to steel our resolve and press on, painful though it may be.
And when Xenos comes back with his army, what then? This isn't the first time, you know. You'll be hard-pressed to find men brave or stupid enough to face him again.
I still can't believe how strong he was. He humiliated us back there. The Warrior of Light included. Gods help us if he's next in line to the Garlean throne.
Loath though I am to say it, we should not be surprised. Before succeeding Van Baelsar in Alamigo, Xenos led the Imperial army to Doma, where he crushed the rebellion utterly. As a matter of fact, Doma remains in his charge to this day. Suffice it to say, Varus's heir is a peerless warrior and an accomplished general. The question is, how are we to contend with such a foe?
We fight and we fight and we keep on fighting until we win. We take the fight to Doma. I have a feeling you're about to tell us. I like this one because, yeah. Come on, Alpha. No, you're the smarty pants. Tell us. You know it, right?
Well, to put it simply, we have one legatus overseeing two provinces a world apart. I say we divide and conquer. We kindle the flames of revolution in Doma once more, thereby forcing Xenos to fight a war on two fronts.
For that, there would need to be someone left to fight on this front by the time you got back. Look, I'll not deny the plan as promised. And I feel for our brothers and sisters in Doma, truly I do. But I fear we lack the strength to see it through.
Have faith in your people, Master Kemp. Them and the Scions. Hold fast, rebuild. And when all is in place, we shall defeat Xenos together.
If you're going to Doma, I'm coming too. I want to help our friends there. And make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
Give us the time we need, and we will give you something far greater.
Very well. For all you have done for us, we will fight on. But be swift, comrades. Ala Mhigan has suffered enough.
It goes without saying, but the Scions alone have not the strength to topple a provincial government, here or anywhere else. And I am quite certain the same can be said of Doman Liberation Front. Nevertheless, we can but go and assess the situation for ourselves and see what can be done. Lest you doubt what good we few can accomplish, I would remind you that my grandfather and his 12 disciples once journeyed to these lands to save Eorzea and her people from certain doom. Brave souls with an impossible task, and Eorzea lives on. Our present mission may not be as monumental in scope, but is no less important to these multitudes whom we would free from imperial oppression, who we will free. Imperial oppression. Man, what's going on? What's the hidden truth? Give me a second here. There's a... I'm gonna quickly pick up this little hole up a minute. Oh, Daedalus Root of the Maelstrom. A moment if you would. The Alliance has seen fit to charge the Twin Adder with overseeing the occupation of Castrum Oriens for the interim. As an adventurer, I realize it is your wont to attend to matters both great and small in all corners of the realm. Though it should go without saying that you must also uphold your obligations to the Maelstrom and the Eorzean Alliance. Thus, I would ask you in aid in a reconnaissance mission here in the fringes. Okay, please speak with Lieutenant Molko when you are ready. Yeah, I am ready to speak with Lieutenant Molko. Question is, should we be doing the... It feels like we're going to be moving on, right? So I think Ala Mhigan, the Griffin's Bane himself. Are you a fan? You a fan, girl? The great hero who defeated the Griffin atop Balsar's wall, bringing his plans of conquest to a shuddering halt. A pity no one else seems to think so. I think she's a fan. Serpent Marshal Brookstone has requested you assist me in my investigation. This is such an honor. I do my best not to disappoint you. Ala Mhigan, Military Records Office at your service. Okay. Shortly after taking control of Castrum Oriens, we discovered a number of confidential documents left behind by the Garleans. A great many were conscripted and sent away to subjugate new territories. A surprisingly large number were executed as a reminder of what would happen should any step out of line. What we weren't expecting, however, was a number of prisoners listed simply as whereabouts unknown. We thought perhaps they met some ill fortune during their imprisonment, or we could find no other documents to suggest what became of them. It is our duty to find them. Yeah, okay. After 20 years. Okay, the Ananta have called these lands long before even Ala Mhigans came to settle here. And as luck would have it, the Resistance has established cordial relations with their people. Okay. Let's talk to the Ananta over here. Ala Mhigan prisoners captured 20 years ago. Yes, I remember. When the Garleans gained their foothold here, they interned any and every one. Striders. Oh, they call them Striders. This is nice. Most were first to serve the Garlean in military dispatch to other lands from which they would never return. If I'm not mistaken, the prisoners who remained here taken to a small village to the south. I cannot say what transpired there, but the settlement was heavily guarded. I fear the worst for them. Okay, settlement to the south. That would have to be Bittermill. Let's go there. What's going on here? Okay, there's just somebody practicing rotations. All right, buddy. Good for you. Good for you. Where are we going? Here, the hidden truth. Oh, thanks, buddy. Nice. Atlo. So. Let's see what happens here. Again, we haven't... Problem is that we haven't explored the map fully yet. So I'm a little bit unsure whether we can collect all the ether currents before we move on to Doma, or whether that is something we should be doing afterwards or later on or whenever. Is that bear coming? What the fuck? Why are you being weird, man? Perhaps I should have devoted more time to combat training. Yes, but it doesn't matter because I'm here now and I'm gonna help you. By all rights, the Gallians should be too busy contending with the resistance to waste time in a place like this. What were they doing here? I'm afraid our search for answers has only raised more questions. We are to make sense of any of this. We must search this place from top to bottom. You are a very weird girl. And I appreciate that. What the fuck are you even doing, man? Are you okay? Is he being weird or is it just me? You are being weird, man, right? You still following me? Buddy, what is it? What are you doing? Or did you just put a follow on me? What the fuck? Maybe he's just bored. I found someone while inspecting the houses. He seems unwell. Unwell? Oh, no, definitely not. Certainly not. Yes, we're quite fine, but what of you? A little girl dressed in strange clothes. Quite strange. Quite strange. Now, who are you and what business do you have here? Who? Ah, yes, who? An excellent question. You are you, but who are we? Yes, we would like to know very much. Very much. Remember. Yes, something about this place. Something familiar. Quite familiar. This is only a hunch, mind you, but I suspect he's not from this place. Considering he's Elezen, he might likely be Gridanian, escaped from the Garleans. Or perhaps, could he be one of the missing prisoners? Excuse me, sir, would you be willing to come back with us? At the very least, it would be more comfortable than these dilapidated houses, and we may be able to help you recover your memory. Yes, we would like them very, very much. Alright then, let's return to Castrum Oriens. What is going on with you, buddy? You just want to show off all your mounts to me, or what? Possibly one of the missing prisoners, you say? I expected such wild claims from Lieutenant Molko, but if you would corroborate her report, perhaps this warrants investigation. Get this man a hot meal and a warm bed. All right. Okay. What is seeking answers? A little confused. Give me a second here. Anybody remember where the... Here is ether currents. So this is Az's Law. This is the fringes, and this is the peaks. Okay. The peaks is where Alagana is, and this is the fringes. Ah, doesn't matter. Where is Lieutenant Molko? Let's see what Lieutenant Molko wants from us, and if it's not of interest, we're just gonna continue the MSQ. Okay. He can recall absolutely nothing of his past. The only thing he's certain of is that he's escaped from Garlean captivity. I'm beginning to believe he really is one of the missing prisoners. But where does Bittermill fit into all of this? I fear we've reached an impasse. It's not as if we can ask the Garleans what they were doing there. Or perhaps we can. The soldier who escaped us earlier must know something. We must speak with Serpent Marshal Brookstone about assembling a search party. Oh, girl. You know what? That's all fine and well, but I think I want to go to Doma, so... Let's see what's going on here. Where men go as one, there is life. And where there is life, there is cause to hope. But before we can forge ties with our friends in Far East, we must first find a way to reach them. I am one step ahead of you, dear sister. Or rather, Tataru is, because Before we discuss that, there is another issue I wish to address. Much as I would like if we could all make this journey together, someone will need to remain to serve as a liaison to the Alliance and the Resistance during this critical period. Moreover, as Stola cannot be left unattended... Oh, you're gonna stay behind, Elfino. That's so nice. Cryo. Then I should obviously remain. Very well. Issue addressed. You know, Elfino, it would have been quicker just to ask and markedly less patronizing. Yes, I suppose. Would you be willing to look after Ishtola and provide support to Arenvald and the others? Yes, Elfin, I would. You see, that wasn't so hard, was it? Enjoy your trip and don't you dare return with a gift. Right then, sister, Daedalus Lees, gather your things. We are for Lisa Laminza. We're gonna take a ship. We're gonna get a boat. All right, folks, prepare for the madness that is Lisa Lamins now on a Sunday evening. Oh wait, I was gonna say that's actually fine, but then I looked to the right and realized it wasn't. Where do we go? The aft castle, apparently, right? God. Those crazy people. What's going to happen, Alphino? Tell us. Okay, Tataru should be here any moment with the ship's captain. So, we're going by sea after all. Is Moab lending us our pick of the Crimson Fleet? Not exactly. You are right, in as much as we will be traveling by sea. Regrettably, it is simply not feasible for an airship to travel such a distance without impossibly large fuel reserves, to say nothing of the inevitability of running afoul of the Empire's aerial defenses. That was a long sentence, Alphino, for just saying no. But then it is equally infeasible to sail an Eorzean Alliance vessel halfway around the world without the Empire taking notice. Which leaves us with only one other option. Captain Carvalane of the Kraken's Arms. Now we've met, right? You made a deal with pirates? Greetings and salutations. I take it from your comrade's tone that you no longer wish to proceed with our proposed arrangement? Pray forgive my sister. She has ever been one to speak her mind. I, on the other hand, am the very soul of discretion, as many well-respected personages would attest. He's the Ishgardian's son, right? Remember, we had this Ishgardian nobleman who lost one of his sons. That's the one, actually. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn do indeed still wish to employ your services. However, it is important that you are aware of certain extenuating circumstances. Buddy. And intent on securing passage to the Far East, you came to us, knowing us to be the proud purveyors of said region's finest spices. which you steal from gods-fearing merchants on the high seas. I didn't know Alice was so high and mighty. Whatever privateering the Kraken's arms may or may not engage is strictly within the limits of the law, as set forth by our indefatigable keeper of the peace. More to the point, we are pragmatists. I see considerable risk in aiding your cause and negligible profit. What's going on today? The captain has a point. The five seas can be extremely treacherous, and many a poor unfortunate soul has to come to grief out there on the waves. Why, when we were in Ishgard, I heard the tragical tale of how the heir to House Durendair vanished at sea. Tartaru, here you go, girl. Why, even now, 20 years later, the poor count remains convinced that his son still lives and would pay a sultan's ransom for news of his whereabouts. There you go, girl. Truly a tragedy for the ages and a testament to the misfortunes that may befall us should we act without due consideration. But so long as you are prepared to abide the capricious whims of fate, I am willing to oblige you this once. That said, in light of the recent rebellion, I trust you understand that I cannot deliver you to Doma itself. I can take you only as far as Kugane in Higanshi. We will require time to procure sufficient provisions and make ready for the departure. I humbly suggest you do the same. Suddenly, all those hours Tartaru passed cavorting and capering at the Forgotten Night seem rather better spent, do they not? That said, I had intended to press the point more obliquely, and there was something disconcerting about the pleasure Tartaru took in making Captain Carvalane squirm. Tales of the Far East. I say we should heed the captain's advice and attend to our own preparations while they ready the vessel for departure. Tartaru and I will procure the necessary supplies. Alice, I should be grateful if you would use the time to brief Orianger on recent developments. You may also wish to review the relevant safety procedures in the event of an emergency at sea. How very prudent of you. Very well, I shall go and speak with him. I would like the two of you to return to Revenant's Toll and speak with the Doman allies. Let's go. God, so many quests I haven't done yet. There's so many of the extreme trials I haven't done yet. And I really want to do them at some point. But I think I need to get like a static group for that, or at least some people from the FC or something to actually see if that works, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. Well, here we are. We need to talk to lots of people, so I think we should split up. Gugu Birch. I don't remember him. What brings you to the toll this day? What, you are for Doma? Heavens, you Scions have shown us naught but kindness, but never in my wildest dreams did I imagine you would fight for our homeland. For 25 years we suffered under their tyranny, and then we spied an opportunity. The Emperor dead, Garlemald in chaos. It seemed the time was ripe. Beneath our Lord's banners we gathered and fought to reclaim our nation, but when Xenos arrived with the 12th Legion, it was over in an instant. What is it, my friend? You look as though you have something to ask. But you go to join Yugiri and Gozetsu in the fight fills me with such joy. Ah, forgive my exuberance. You require information, yes? We of the Nagai clan have served Doma faithfully for generations. My ancestors held positions within Doma Castle Evil. Now it is home to the Imperial Viceroy's witch and her host of man and magitech. To think that what was once the shining symbol of our heritage and the seat of dear Lord Cayenne has become a den for Garlean dogs. Okay. I like the reference to that witch. I think I'm looking forward to meeting her. Probably also fighting her, but we're gonna see that. You are truly planning to travel to Doma? I do not know what to say, forgive me. I shall aid you to the best of my ability. Ours is a beautiful land nestled in the eastern coast of Othard. Along the banks of the One River, our nation thrived proud and free until the Garleans came. The river was a lifeblood, free to travel and to fish, but travel was soon restricted and now the river belongs to none. Where are we going? I love Revenant's Toll. This is actually a beautiful place. Learn anything interesting? The older Domans I spoke with tried to teach me all about Far Eastern customs and the importance of formality and politeness. I'd like to think Eosians can be just as stiff and stuffy as anyone, especially as Guardians, but anyway, did you know they eat with sticks? It wasn't all that hard actually, or at least that's what I thought until they told me I was holding them wrong, and then when I spoke with the younger Domans, they just rolled their eyes and told me it was all a load of stupid old. Wow, what you learned sounds a lot more useful, unless someone invites us for dinner, of course. I hope they do. Should we get some pants? Those look terrible, man. Now we could get some materia first. Oh, look at us leveling up. What is this? Intervention reduces target party members' damage taken by 10. Okay, that's nice. Additional effect increases damage reduction by an additional 10% if Rampart or Sentinel are active. Ah, this is another one of the Oath Gauge abilities, right? Ah, we need to somehow factor that in, right? So this is damage reduction by 15% for 4 seconds. This is damage reduction by 10% for 6 seconds, plus an additional 10 if you have Rampart or Sentinel ongoing, right? So where are we going to put that? Sheltron, Hallowed Ground. This is just blocking incoming attacks, right? We move this here to, let's see, can we move this here to 7? Recast 90 seconds, recast 10 seconds. I mean, hallowed ground is... I don't know. Feels like we could move hallowed ground here to the 7. Then see how that works out. Sheltron, intervention, bulwark, hallowed ground. Okay. Ooh, not without incident. I am very much looking forward to that cutscene. We should head back to Limsa. Well then, let's do that. Come on. Where are we supposed to go though? Jesus. This is kind of funny to me because I am well aware that this game gets kind of techie and science fiction-y at some point, but I'm not there yet. So every time I see people dressed up, I'm a bit confused. Like, oh, we're going to the Arcanist. Yeah, okay. So I'm really wondering how this plays out. I'd really love to understand. Yes, I learned much. And you're eager to hear it all? Though that can wait. The spice trading friends have completed their preparations. Well then, how about we just go, huh? We're gonna board the misery.
Twelve be praised. Full sure was I that I had come too late.
Urianger, tell me you haven't come all this way just to see us off.
Nay, my lady. Ere you quit these shores for eastern climes, I wished to share some words of seeming import. Look ye where the sun doth rise. See crimson embers, darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall. See azure lost amidst the squall.
Well, that sounds suitably foreboding. Another one of your prophecies, I presume?
Of far eastern origin, aye. It is mine earnest hope that this ancient wisdom may serve to guide you on your journey. For what dangers lie in wait for you upon those distant shores are yet beyond my knowing.
Oh, a parting gift befitting your roundabout ways. Thank you.
I have more than words for you, my lady.
What else is it? Ooh, what is that?
It's beautiful. Is it for me?
Though undeniably powerful, your ethereal blade taxeth you greatly in the wielding. Not so this rapier, which shall serve you just as well against all but the most formidable foe.
Impressive. It feels as though it's attuned to my ether. I shall treasure it.
Honored guests, say your farewells, for the moment of our parting draws nigh. A fair wind blows, and I mean to follow it.
It would seem our ship is set to sail. Pray give my regards to Thancred and the others. And take care.
Where are we even going?
A fine day, is it not? Fair winds and following seas. The Misery is enjoying herself. Nevertheless, it would not do for you to spend the entirety of our voyage above deck. Let me show you to your quarters.
Is it supposed to do that?
Not under normal circumstances.
Captain! You're needed on deck! Something queer's afoot. The winds died down, the waters went still, and all of a sudden, we were dragged off course.
Dragged? By what?
Can't rightly say, sir. But some of the lads are muttering about seeing things in the water. Things that shouldn't be there.
Oh, for the love of... If you will excuse me a moment. Actually, might I persuade you to join me? Loath though I am to admit it, I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey, all right, folks. What's happening here? Hello? As the man said, despite the absence of wind and current, the Misery is somehow being pulled off course. Oh, why not fire up the cerulean engines you have hidden below? An excellent suggestion based on knowledge you should not have. Alas, our engines appear to be malfunctioning for reasons that escape my engineers at present. It's them things the lads saw. Things. I don't suppose I could convince you to attempt something more descriptive. An adjective, for example? Seawolf superstitions and fairy tales, not more, but if you must know, the things which he's so reticent to name are the souls of deceased women said to lure sailors to their death. Preposterous. If it is neither the sea nor the weather which is responsible, then it is probably a predatory entity of some sort, perhaps a siren or such. For all we know, it could be a fellow spice trader employing magics to seize and plunder passing vessels. We have but one recourse, to let the current take us where it will and deal with whatever we find there. I love her thinking. What a thoroughly pragmatic suggestion. Oh, I'm beginning to like you, girl. Cool, we're gonna venture forth. We're gonna do some venturing. Ooh, there's a duty. Look at that. I'm not gonna do this as a paladin, honestly, folks. I'm not just gonna jump into the duty without knowing what the hell it is with a paladin. I mean, we could do it with a pair of NPCs, but I never liked that, honestly. Let's see how it goes. Jeez. Somebody messed this thing up bad with emojis everywhere. I don't need these here, right? These are... Give me a second. Could use these macros here, right? Ah, I can't because these are... That sucks a little bit. Interesting. I mean, I could try doing it as a paladin as well. I mean, NPCs could be nice because it's going to be Lise, Alphinaud, and Alice, right? So we could try and do this with... we could do this with NPCs, right? Should we? Oh, come on. You know what? Give me a second. Let me just quickly open up the duty. Withdraw. Pick up the paladin again. And do this with NPCs. Come on. Yeah, come on. Let's do this. I haven't done one of these duties as with a set of NPCs in quite a while, so let's see what's happening here. Ooh, look at those. This is just our ship, right? Or what is it? All right. One or more party members are new to this duty. Yeah, we definitely are. Let's go. Mm-hmm. Oh, I need to actually pick a party. Does it work? Somebody gonna heal me? Yeah, thanks. I always forget how the difference in doing this with NPCs versus doing this with a group of players is so immense.
You shall fall soon enough.
Yeah, hopefully. Otherwise, this is gonna take forever. Come on, Banshee. Okay, there's more of them. So this just gonna be like waves of enemies boarding the ship, and that's basically it. Oh no, there is an arriving at Spey Rock at some point here. So okay. Are we supposed to go here? Is that what's gonna... I think this is what we're supposed to do here, right? We pull a little bit more. Let's see how well...
Come no closer.
Ah, shit, this is gonna be too much. Right.
Here it comes.
The problem is they're so slow to defeat the enemies that I can't possibly tank that. That's just not feasible, right? Jeez Louise, come on. Okay. Well, that wasn't too bad for a poll with NPCs, right? But still.
Away with you.
This takes forever. Oh, this is a nice monster design. Look at that. What I don't understand is, does this work? No.
You shall fall soon enough.
Okay, it works only on other people. Wow, that sucks. Where's Lugat? I'm confused. Why can't I target him? Oh, he's just silly. Come on. Ooh, okay. Okay. Ooh. Come on, die already. Come on. So from a story perspective, I like the idea of completing these with NPCs, right? Because you're joined by Alice, Elise, and Alphino. So it's a little bit more immersive. But gosh, that takes forever. Oh man. Also the loot kind of sucks if you ask me, but that's just... Who's that? Come on, let's go. Maybe I could also move a little bit out of the AoEs and then it wouldn't hurt so much, you know, but what do I know? I'm just gonna... Maybe I'm just gonna let the healer heal me for now. Not use Clemency because I just need to trust them. I just need to trust my healer. Come on. This is all very nice and creepy. We like that. The Jane guy. Hey there, skinless skipper. What's up? Come on.
Take this.
Mm-hmm. Jeez Louise, this is taking forever. Did you folks try doing some damage? Nah, just kidding, it's fine. We're doing great, folks. Here you go. Any loot up here? There isn't. Then we need to cross over here. Arrive at the Warden's Delight. The Governor. Looks a bit like Venom from the Spider-Man comics. Like a very skinny, ugly version of Venom, but sorry, I did not want to buddy shame you, buddy. This is not what I wanted. Gonna be fine. Can I interrupt? No, I can't, right? Ew. What is this? Magic vulnerability. Okay. That is sucks, right? Ah, shit. Yeah, okay. She keeps me topped up, that's fine. Okay. What's that? Ew. Okay, there's a lot of shadow here. Ouch. I love the fact that the mechanics are visualized differently, like the AoE mechanics and all that. They're flavored to represent the monster. Ooh. This is super interesting. I like that. This is kind of cool. Whew. All right. Ghost Baroque Turban. Okay. I don't like this Orientalist kind of equipment flavor, honestly. I'm not a big fan. Come on. Oh shit, this is too much. This is gonna be a problem. Oh, yeah, I kind of... This is gonna be an issue. Let's see if we can actually manage this. Come on. Can you keep me alive, Alphino? Can you actually keep me alive, buddy? That would be so cool if you could. Come on. You're doing great. Shit, come on. Jeez Louise. Come on, we're doing it. That was actually a big pull. And Alphino is doing fine. Sorry. That went surprisingly well. So, that's ominous. I'm not afraid, I'm merely excited. You and me both, Alphino. You and me both. Ooh. A fleshless captive. Let's... I think all in all that would have been fine with a party of players as a first-time paladin. There's no crazy mechanics here, right? Also pretty cool dungeon. I like it. Like the vibes mostly, right? What's Seductive Scream? Yeah, okay, so that's gonna suck for me, right? Thank you. Should I have moved out? I probably should just have moved out a little bit. But I didn't see that coming, honestly. What's dark? Okay, dark. Come on. No. So... the good thing... Oh, this looks gorgeous. What are you? Look at that. The good thing of playing a dungeon once with NPCs is you can complete the Mapping the Realm achievement without anybody... Oh, it's a Lorelei. Okay, that makes sense. Without bothering any of the other players, right? Yeah. What is going on here? Come on. What's Morbid Advance? Okay, okay. Interesting. Ooh, okay. Thanks for the heal. No, it's just I think it's hitting me where, in any case, wherever I stand, right? So, come on. What's the Virgin Tears? There's another Morbid Retreat. Thank you, Alphano. That was highly appreciated. Never gonna doubt you again. Ooh, that's bad, right? Yeah, no. I'm not trying to have it. Nasty. Come on, we've almost got you. So I think I should remember that I can use Divine Veil whenever it's available. Same with Sentinel. mean, I shouldn't be using it as long as Rampart is active, but as soon as Rampart is done, I should actually be using that, I think. I'm really bad at rotations. I just push the buttons, you know. So don't tell anybody. Jeez Louise. I always feel like playing dungeons with players feels very rushed and hectic, but whenever I play dungeons with NPCs, it feels like this is taking forever. Huh. Huh. Maybe there's some cool little outfits in here. Let's see. Ghost Bark Grimoire. Okay. Did we manage to get out of here?
That appears to be the last of them.
Mm-hmm.
Word from the Misery. Repairs are complete, and we may resume our journey without further delay.
Cool.
I swear, if I never hear another ghost story, it will be too soon.
Give me a little second here. Look at us. I think that was enough for today, folks. Let's see. Let's check out the arrival at Doma, and then maybe let's call it a day.
I remember the sea.
For tonight.
The smell of the sleet and the crash of the waves as we drew closer to Kugane.
Hingashi.
The only port open to outsiders in Hingashi, across the Ruby Sea from Offard, from Doma. All the colors of the rainbow, all the peoples of the world, all in one place. I wish you could have seen it.
Pier 2, yeah? Congratulations, you now stand in Kugane, the western port of Hingashi. Regrettably, the only port in this nation open to foreign trade. Oh, and I do apologize for the unforeseen difficulties which befell us during our journey. Needless to say, your assistance in overcoming them was much appreciated. Ooh, I unlocked an achievement, incidentally speaking. Complete the main scenario quest not without incident. Okay. Okay, that's the achievement. Okay. Gotcha. But we're also pretty close to Paladin level 63, which would then unlock the next Paladin quest. There's some leaves in Kugane here. I think there's a lot happening here. So, but you know what, folks? I think we're gonna call it a night for today. I think I'm fine for today. I wanted to do that duty. I'm happy we arrived at Kugane. I will probably do some attuning and checking out in the next couple of days. Maybe do some optional quests as well. See if I could do the ether currents in the other regions before continuing. And then we can pick up with the man from Ul'dah next week. I think that would be my suggestion. So I guess, yeah, that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of the weekend. I hope you have a great prolonged weekend if you have any holidays. I would like to see you back here in a couple of days when we're doing our next stream, probably next Friday. I'm going to set up a schedule for that. And thank you for watching. Have a beautiful evening. Have a great weekend. Leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you like. It would mean the world to me. And thank you very much. And good night, everybody. Take care. Stay safe.